Leo.
Hello Leo, this is your astrological forecast for 2016, and it's a super month, especially for those of you Leos that are looking at your career, wanting to have a promotion or start something new. We have the Sun, we got Mercury, we got Venus, and we have the new moon in this area, so new beginnings. It's also where you want to place your intentions. For those of you thinking about wanting to change things up, those intentions, the seeds you plant right now, can really open up new doors for you in the coming month. So when we have this, I'd like to say that all of these 4 planets are going to be in the sign of Taurus. So even though you're Leo, you're going to get a sense and a feel how it is to think, feel like the Taurians do. And they're really good about what? They're really good about business. They're good about money. They're good about wanting to secure their lives. They have excellent taste in color, shapes, and forms, beautiful things. And also when it comes to love and romance, because why? They are powered up and guided by Venus. And Venus, the ruler of Taurus, is right here, right now. And for you, Leo, it's in your 10th house for career. So you're going to have all of these qualities of the Taurians to go out, get, and secure what it is you want now in your career field. It's a time for you to speak up and claim your cause, so to speak. So hopefully some of you will have a good review right now. Not that it's just good from what they're saying about you, but under a review, if you should have one, speak up. Mercury's there once a year in this area. It will come around, so it's to your advantage. Also speak up when it comes to asking for a raise, because Venus, the ruler of money, is there. Don't wait for them to give it to you, because if you're not asking, they might think that you're good to go, like in the past, and then you can lose an opportunity. So don't be afraid to stipulate your worth, which Venus is about, Mercury about communication, and the essence of you is the Sun, which is there. So, and of course we got that new moon, which I mentioned as well, but an excellent, excellent career month for you. Then we have what we call a blue moon. And what is that? Now, you've probably heard that expression many a time. Like when they say, every once in a blue moon, right? And the definition of it is whenever we have 2 full moons in any one calendar month. And so this is what's taking place here. The full moon, 1 degree in Sag, which is showing up in your 5th house for love and romance, to have fun. It's self-expression, creativity, interaction with your children, and romantically as well. And so this will be on the 21st of May. And so circle that on your chart though, because I'm feeling that since we have the blue moon, it's just going to enhance everything that I just mentioned here of your 5th house. We have such a wonderful month here, Leo. I don't even know where to start, because the first 2 weeks are going to be fantastic. We have trines and sextiles, no hiccups in the matrix. This is you finding your flow and really surfing it. And so we're going to start off here on the 1st of the month, which is the Sun, which is you, being sextile to Neptune. Now Neptune is everything in our ideal world, what it is we envision. It's our inner creativity, it is the visions that we hold, it's our hopes and our dreams, it's the higher octave of Venus, so even love, right? So we're starting off on a very lofty, dreamy note. On the 3rd, the Sun, which is you again, being in the 10th house, mind you, is now going to be trending off on Jupiter. Jupiter expands everything it touches, and for you, lucky Leo, that Jupiter is coming and signaling from your 2nd house of money and income. And Venus rules money. Here we have the raise that you've been hoping for, the promotion, the new job, whatever it is, starting a new business, fantastic, okay? On the 3rd, no, on the 7th, I'm sorry, on the 7th, the Sun and Pluto are doing the dance in a trine. Now that has to do with your 6th house of interacting with coworkers, or it's your day-to-day grind, your work and your routines and so forth. Well, that's all going to shift up, because when we have trines and to the Sun, which is you, it's opening up a new door, new energy. Pluto rules transformation. So it's a double whammy here just within that first week of May. On the 9th, here we have the optimal date night, Venus and Neptune. They're sextile, Venus ruling love and romance, and you know that Neptune is Venus on steroids. So here we have it all set for a beautiful candlelight lit dinner. For those of you who are single, and I do hear that at times, it's like, hey, I don't have a partner, I'm single. Well, don't sit at home. This is a time for you to go out and be the magnet and just watch how things, in a very ideal and spiritual way, could come together for you just around these dates here, especially there on the 9th. But even on the 10th, since Venus and Neptune had that beautiful evening on the 9th, on the 10th, Venus is expanding it, because Jupiter is coming in with a trine. Jupiter is very beautiful in the sense it just wants to give you the best of everything. It can multiply those things that are important to you. And what is important? Venus, love, money, security coming in, even the arts. So for those of you who are artists, let me tell you, these are the days you really want to look for, because you can come to create beautiful pieces of art, whether it's painting, sculpting, music, dancing. So beautiful, beautiful. Now on the 12th, just to follow along even more, adding to, is Mercury, which is the messenger. Mercury also rules our linear thoughts, how we think, how we communicate, but bringing in news here from Pluto. Pluto, that pivotal point of transformation, great news coming in. This is between the 10th and the 6th house, so it has to do with career, your day-to-day routine. Things are being set in stone, especially for what's following there on the 13th. So you might hear a little bird tweet something on the 12th, but on the 13th, that very same Mercury is conjuncting Venus. It happens one day every year, so 365 days to next time they're about. But here's news about Venus, money, romance, and whatnot. New beginnings. It's the start off. It's the key in the ignition. And on the very same day that Venus is also here trining with Pluto, that wants to transform everything that you love and hold close to heart, near and dear, love, romance, money. Pluto is also a ruler of money, but big money. Pluto also rules the masses, okay? So we have masses coming in here on the 13th. So for you, 6th and 10th house, I feel that this is all about you shooting up towards the stars and landing there, settling there, and then it's going to be up to you to hold that vibration so you can move on and carry this signature here of frequency with you. But then there's no month without a little hiccup in the matrix. We do have a couple of challenges, and that will be coming in on the 22nd, Leo. The Sun and Mars are opposing each other. The Sun is you, Mars is your energy, or men around you that could be quite intense at this point. And it's as if you want to continue floating on this apparent cloud that you've created. Mars is going to be calling you over here to get things done, and you're not really aligned. You're still happy from these first 2 weeks. On the 24th, same thing. But instead of the Sun, it's Venus now being opposed Mars. And Mars is still calling you to the forefront to maybe with duties, obligations, get back to Earth, right? And Venus is still wanting to be doing the beautiful thing, right? So you're going to have to balance and tackle that and try to get on top of it. But then on the 26th, you're going to have to make a decision. And it's a push-pull kind of situation, because Jupiter, which is in your 2nd house for money and values, is being squared by Saturn in the 5th house. So Jupiter loves to expand anything that it touches, and it's touching Saturn here. But Saturn is the planet with rings around it, so it restricts. That's why there's push-pull. If you don't have to make a standing decision on this day, I would say hang in there. Just wait a little bit longer, because on the 30th, Mercury and Pluto will probably give you the insight or the clarity that you need to really know what you're doing, okay? Because it's hard when we're pushed-pulled like that. We're not really in our focal center point. You'll have that obtained by the 30th. So you can see here, there's so much going on. Mercury will be going direct again on May 22nd. It is retrograde, throughout that beautiful couple of first weeks, but it doesn't look like it's going to have too much effect on you because you're having such a great time. As long as you try to not sign anything until after the 22nd, you're good. If you have to, well, the show must go on. That happens often, but at least then you know. Anytime after the 22nd, you should be good to go. So Jupiter too, I just want to mention before we end off, is going to go direct on May 9th or 10th, depending on where you live, Leo. The 9th here in the States, it's more in Europe on the 10th. So Jupiter being direct in your second house is going to start ushering more money, new money in, since the second house rules your income. So you're going to see how that's going to take off too. So you probably might find yourself being very excited to see what your Tarot-scope's forecast is going to give you. When your astrology is this good, the Tarot will always give you a little bit extra, different type of insights. You might want to go listen to that. But listen, I'll see you in June, and I'm super excited to see the consequences of what this month has done for you.